morning, students, and also my friends. Today, very important topic. The topic name is called How to Learn Mathematics Very Easily. So, in these days, almost all the students suffer from lack of mathematics learning. Why? Because almost all the students think about mathematics is very tough. Why? We have to use that methods. Almost all the more than 90% of the students will think about mathematics is very toughest subject. But mathematics is very easy compared to all the subjects. Whatever you have learned in your classes like 9th or 10th or PUC or 5th, 6th, 7th, whatever you have studied, compared to all the subjects, the mathematics is very easy. How to learn mathematics very easily? Today, I am Suprakash from Genius Institute of Group of Davangere. I will give some tips. Click here. So here I give 9 tips because so many tips are there. Very important tips we have to choose. That is called 9 tips. Using these 9 tips, we have learned mathematics very easily. Suppose while you are going to learn mathematics, we have to use these 9 tips. Using these 9 tips, your mathematics should be wonderful. Very wonderful. But today, almost all the students, the mathematics is very expensive. It is not expensive, it is very wonderful. Mathematics is a curious subject. Very curious subject. Understand? Because we have teach more than 20 years for mathematics in colleges and also schools. Look here, what are the 9 tips? The first tips, very important tips, by basic mathematics knowledge. You already know that the whole mathematics will depend on 4 fundamental operations. What are those? Addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. These are the 4 fundamental operations is used to learn the mathematics. Suppose we have learned fractions, we have learned decimals, we have learned LCM, we have learned HCM. So these are all called basic mathematics. These are called basic mathematics. So any mathematics should be depend upon this basic mathematics knowledge. So first you should learn basic mathematics. When you learn, so while you are going to study 4th standard, 5th standard, 6th standard and 7th standard and 8th standard, these are very important ages because almost in these ages we have learned basic mathematics. So all the basic mathematics will be learned by these classes. So first you should learn basic mathematics. In the next video I will give how to learn basic mathematics. Next step I will give how to learn the basic mathematics. This basic mathematics is very important. Before you going to learn the mathematics, first you should learn the basic mathematics. Because basic mathematics is like a foundations of the building. If the foundations will be very tight or very strong, then building will be strong. Suppose foundations will be weak, the building will collapses. Correct? So basic mathematics is very important. So first you should concentrate on basic mathematics while you are studying in 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th standard. These years are very important, very wonderful for learning the mathematics. Next step, next tips. Don't read maths like history. Because in these days, in these school days, I see so many students learn mathematics by like history. Don't read mathematics like history. The history is very different compared to the mathematics. The mathematics is very peculiar subject. But when you learn very easily, it is very easy. So don't read maths like history. When you are reading the mathematics or when you study the mathematics, you have to take the notes, read. one by line, one by line, one by line. Don't read line by line. So instead of line by line, we have to work. You have to work line by line. What? Step by step. Understand? So second step, keep your mind. Don't read maths like history and other subjects. It is very important. Next, third subject, learn maths by writing again and again. Whatever you learn mathematics, you write again and again. At least each problem should be solved more than 3 to 4 times. 3 to 4 times at the end of your examinations. So each problem should be learned by writing again and again. The writing is more important than reading. If you read 10 times is equal to 1 times writing. 10 times readings is equal to 1 times writing. So first you should practice writing again and again the mathematics. Don't read like history. Learn mathematics by writing again and again. You can tag some papers and again write it. At least each problem, whatever you more than you have 50 problems or 60 problems or 100 problems, whatever it may be. So each problem should be practiced or right again and again at least 3 to 4 times at the end of your examinations. Then the maths is very easy. Then fourth tips, you must learn basic formulas. You already know that almost all the mathematics, whatever you have learned, addition, subtraction, multiplication and divisions, LCM, HCF, addition, fractions and decimals, or trigonometry, almost all mathematics, because mathematics is a huge subject. It is like a oceans. It is like a oceans. So almost all the mathematics will depend upon the basic formula. Suppose you are studying in 9th standard or you are studying in 8th standard, write down all the formulas. Write down all the problems in the small book or in the papers. Fold it. Keep always in your pocket. So whenever you have spent more time, so when you spend more time in front of your mirror or in the bathroom or in the balcony or in the walking in the park. So that time you can open that books, open your slips and recall again and again. Then you can remain always. Understand? It is very important. So you must learn basic formulas. Without formulas, not depend upon the mathematics. The mathematics will depend upon the formula. Formula is like a pillar of the buildings. Understand? Mathematics formula is like a pillar of the buildings. The pillar is very important for constructing building. So basic formulas are the pillar of the mathematics. So first you learn basic formulas. Very easy. Understand? Next, fifth tips, double time reserve for maths. Suppose we have to read science for half an hour, history for half an hour, or English for half an hour, then the mathematics should be learned 1 hour. Why? Because solving the problems needs more time compared to other subjects. So when you are going to solve the problems, it requires more time for working or solve the problems. So you must keep in your mind double time reserved for maths. Double time reserved for maths. The maths require more time for solving the problems because almost all the problems, almost all the mathematics will be learned by working the problems or solving the problems. Understand? At least 10 to 15 minutes required for solving one or two problems. So mathematics need more time for working. So you must reserve double time for the maths. Next, come to the sixth tips. Learn maths by step by step. Learn maths by step by step. Very important. So whatever you studied, we have studied fractions, we have studied trigonometry, we have studied APGP. So step by step is very important. And also teachers also follow while you are going to solve the problems, you can write step by step. Don't precise the steps. Don't short the steps. You can write step by step. And on the right side, you can write the basic mathematics. related to that formula. Then the problems are very easy to understand. So first you don't learn maths by step by step. Learn maths by step because step by step is very easy to understand. It is easy to do it yourself. Understand? So learn maths by step. Next, seventh chapter, seventh tips. Don't memorize maths concepts or contents. Because 90% of the students memorize all subjects. In science, English, history, whatever it may be, almost 90% in these days, but not in our days. In these days, in present days, almost all the students memorize the subjects, memorize the concepts, memorize the content. But don't memorize the maths concepts also. Because memorization is very dangerous. And so once you memorize, so while you are going to write the problems, suddenly you have to forget. Don't write next steps. Don't follow the next steps. So first, you can understand, don't memorize the maths concepts or maths content. Understand? Don't memorize. Next, 8 tips. Learn maths by understanding. Very important. So once you understand the mathematics problems, you can half of the problems will be done. Once, while you are going to solve the problems, first you understand the mathematics problems. What is given? What we have to find out? First write down what is given. Then write down what we have to find out. So understand the problems, half of the problems will be done. Understand? So learn maths by understanding. Don't memorize. By understanding, we have to solve the problems. So understanding is very important. Once you understand, you don't forget end of your life. Once you understand the methods, once you understand the steps, definitely you don't forget. Don't forget at the end of your life. It will be stand with your life. Stand with your life. So learn maths by understanding. Understanding is very important. 9th tips. Learn maths by definite thought perfections. Because mathematics is the king of all subjects. Suppose we have to use any methods to solve the problems, the last answer should be same. Suppose if I solve the same answer, if you have solved same answer, your teachers have solved same answer, your mother has solved same answer, your father has solved same answer. Whoever solve the problems, the answer should be definite thought perfection. Because mathematics is a different subject. Compared to other subjects, mathematics is a perfect and different subjects. Understand? So learn maths by definite thought perfections. This is very important. So using these 9 tips, while you are going to learn the mathematics, definitely mathematics becomes very easy. Mathematics becomes very easily. Understood? So mathematics is not a difficult subject, it is very easy subject compared to all the subjects, because all subjects needs more memory. But mathematics need only for understanding and step by step, and also definite and perfections. Because practice makes man perfect. So we should practice the problems at least 3 to 4 times at the end of your examinations. 3 to 4 times you can practice. Practice makes man perfect. So these are the 9 steps or 9 tips used to mathematics become very easy. These are the how to learn mathematics very easily. Understood? In the next class, I will give some more topic about mathematics. Thank you.